Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend and are ready to do a little bit of school. To start off, I asked Ms. Owen if she would send me a message that I could read to you. So, this is a message for you from Mrs. Owen. She said, I hope you are all well. Please know that we miss you and are thinking of you every day that we are apart. Let's take this time to do what the doctor suggests and stay healthy and complete your assignments to ensure we all stay on track. Hopefully, we will all be able to get back to normal soon. Please email if there's anything that your teachers, counselors, Ms. Kephart, Ms. Spain, or I can do during this time. So that was from Ms. Owen. She's missing you like we all are. And I was thinking over the weekend, I wanted to make some goals. We've got a little time right now to do some stuff. So here's my two goals I'll share with you. One, I want to make a quilt. So I have some, like fabric scraps and stuff I'm using to make a quilt. And the other is I started this paint by numbers thing. And this is the beginning of my paint by numbers. So I want to encourage you to make some goals that you can achieve while we have a little bit of free time, because I know when school is going on, we're super busy and it's hard to do some of those things that we wish we could. So learn something new or teach yourself how to do something different. So today for social studies, before I tell you all that, we are going to do a couple of Zooms this week. Several of you emailed me and said you loved that and you wanted to do it. So here's what the week looks like. Today we're going to do an article. Tuesday and Thursday, we'll do a Zoom. So today we'll do an article. Tomorrow we'll do a Zoom class. Wednesday we'll do an article. Thursday we'll do a Zoom class. And then Friday we'll do something different that we haven't done yet. So here's the plan for today. Your article is about the Renaissance. And let me switch the screen. Here is the article and what it looks like. And, we did not get a whole lot of time to talk about the Renaissance in class because it was right before Christmas break and we had several days that we were out for weather days and stuff like that. And so this will be a really good review for you. And I was looking up a couple of neat things. The Renaissance is all about that famous, amazing art. And so, if you remember Michelangelo, his famous painting was one of his famous, pieces of artwork is the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. And so I went through, I Googled it. Here's one website I found, and here's a picture of that Sistine Chapel. And this tells us that it was in 1508 that Pope Julius II, hired him to start on that painting. And here is actually what the ceiling looked like before he got started on that. So then we look back here and look at his masterpiece, and that is really, really cool. So let's look over at our good friend Google Earth. So when I put in Sistine Chapel, it takes me here, and this is in Vatican City, like the central capital of Catholic world. And so the Sistine Chapel is actually just this little part of a much bigger building known as, in English, we call it St. Peter's Basilica. St. Peter's Basilica. And so this is obviously Italian. And over here is where the Pope lives, right here. But in this little part right here is that little chapel, the Sistine Chapel that Michelangelo, I don't know that we should call it little, like it's a big deal. And so I Googled virtual tour of the Sistine Chapel, and it took me to this website, and we can actually go in. Hopefully it will not take too long to load, and we can look around. And I mean, this is just amazing. Could you, like, this is hand painted. I think we talked about in class, he built scaffolding and stuff that was really tall so he could lay down and paint laying on his back. And I mean, this is very impressive. I love studying the Renaissance because, the artwork at that time period is just, it's kind of unbelievable. I mean, this is a ceiling, guys. I look at my ceiling right now in my house and it's very boring compared to that. So, anyways, today I want you to read that article about the Renaissance, answer the 4 questions at the end on your sheet of paper you've been working on, and you can email me if you want to try to be the first one with all the correct answers. If you want to look around at some other artwork, see what you can find. Google virtual tour of the Sistine Chapel or some of the other art that you'll read about in the article. So that's all it is for today. Tomorrow we'll do a Zoom class at about 10 o'clock. I'll send out the link for that tomorrow. If you need anything or have any questions, will you please email me? And I sure love you. I miss you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.